so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What now? 180?
51. Hey, let's get this,
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders have been locked together in the same. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the turnover, here's Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Locked again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Lock now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Lock on the bootleg. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set up. 10 logo.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Shoot.
Now lock again. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
60 outlaws. Come.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throw from Carr complete to Renfro.
Let's go. Do it.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Down. You ready?
Mike 34, Mike 34. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Lie down.
Watch the twins.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
We're good.
Watch the eye.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On first down, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
6-6-6. Pull it high.
Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Check 31, check 31. Check 4.
Protein spill. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
A gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
12 at the 43-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lock going to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30.
A gain of 13 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Block now to throw. The completion to Riddick. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6? Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
He's checking. Greystone, travel. Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Raiders 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And it's caught. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
16 yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Locke, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead here Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check. Who's right, Chief?
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, keep it up.
To throw it is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that's caught by Smith. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Locke gets this to Hamilton, and he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Locke now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Riddick. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Alpha.
On third down, block. He finds Riddick, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The tackle made by Todd Davis.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Carr gives to Richard. And running with power here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This is Richard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tackles.
On play action, now Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's third down. The Broncos on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They look to throw. It's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense. In
his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Locke to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going with Lindsey. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And now running right through it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 63 yards. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.